Alien Romulus. New entry in one of the longest running sci-fi franchises ever. Sign me up. All right, if you don't know, let me give you a brief breakdown. Ridley Scott, Alien, late 70s science fiction horror masterpiece. There's been a bunch of sequels, prequels, and here we have a new entry. First, let's just go plot. This film centers around a completely new group of humans and a synthetic who end up on this adventure to harvest or salvage slash scavenger hunt. I don't know why I just got done the movie. My brain's not right. You know they serve beer in theaters now? It's probably has nothing to do with this. They're trying to scavenge these cryopods that will allow them to go a much further distance because they'll be able to be in cryostasis, frozen, so they can go, thousands of light years without dying. Of course, the problem occurs when there ends up being aliens on board. Death, destruction, and dismay. First, I just want to talk about the look of the film. Now, I'm going to talk some history here. I think this was supposed to be a Hulu film. So direct to streaming. Prey did amazing. Everybody's like, we should have had that movie in theater. I really liked Prey a lot. So they decided to give a little bit more money to Fede Alvarez, bumped up Romulus, put it in theater. The look of this film is great. It is dark. Not Alien versus Predator Requiem dark. Anybody who knows. I really, really, really like that movie, but my God, all the cool stuff is so dark. It's like, look, laid on here doing this whole thing, but olive sun, fuzzy. But that's not Alien versus Predator Requiem. You know what Alien versus Predator Requiem is? That is Alien versus Predator Requiem. I digress. This film is very dark. And I think at some point it's probably meant to hide a little bit of the special effects or practical. I'm not really sure. The film does look very good. Practical looks very good. Sets are very good. Fede Alvarez, the guy's done the Evil Dead remake. Don't Breathe. He is climbing the charts as a horror director, and I think he does a really good job with a larger budgeted film here. I hope, based on the success, this film is doing extremely well overseas, especially in China. I hope based on that, we get to see him maybe dive into this universe and get more of a sandbox to play in. I think he would have a really good time here. I want to talk about something that you may have crossed paths with. If you're out there on the universe, on the interwebs, few of my favorite reviewers have talked about how this movie is just amazing in the first half, and then they have to lay ties to Prometheus and Alien Covenant, and they're trying to tie it to the original Alien, and it falls apart. And what the hell's wrong with you people? Look, this film isn't better than the first Alien movie. It's not better than Aliens. It's better than a few entries in the franchise. It's just a really good, really fun Alien movie, and I want more Xenomorph in my life. To anybody who doesn't know, Xenomorph, this is what we call the alien thing with the head. Straight up, is this the coolest popcorn accessory ever in a movie theater? I submit yes. I don't even think it's close. So many people that I respect online have, I think they've gotten a little too caught up in how much hate sells. You watch some of these great reviewers out there. I'm not going to name the names here, but look through some of the stuff that they are just bashing or getting to tear apart stuff, and then watch stuff that they really enjoy. And the viewer count is so different. And when you're talking algorithms and money and based on ads and everything, obviously they know that too. And I think it kind of influences the review process a little bit. Because look, this film is not better than the original Alien movies, but it's a really good Alien movie. It's fun. It's the first really good space horror film we've had in theater in, who knows? It's been a long time. We've got an Event Horizon space horror series on the way. I'm really looking forward to that. And I think this film's success will probably breed a few more entries either into the alien genre or space horror genre. I'm really excited about that. These are all real positives. I also want to shout out a few of the actors in the film. I really do feel that the android in the film, synthetic in the film, played by David Johnson. I also think the lead, Rain, played by Kaylee Spaney. What has this woman been in? Essentially nothing before this movie, it looks like a few. She is amazing in the film. All the bit actors are great, and that kind of brought me back to the original film too. Like, the directing is good. The lighting, despite the insane amount of dark scenes. These scenes are lit for suspense and whatnot, very well shot, very well. Not a whole lot of quick cuts where you're just like, oh my god, why is this camera bouncing around? Acting was really good. The slow burn at the beginning felt like the original, where you're just spending time with the characters while this weird stuff is happening, kind of getting to know them. I really enjoyed all of that. And look, I think sometimes a lot of films just in general in this franchise get hate, like AVP, Alien vs. Predator. I have the original omnibus. That first film kind of follows suit with how that book goes. And the first book, yeah, there's a lot of messed up stuff. But it's not like it was X-violence rated. The really only knock about AVP is that it's PG-13. But they still fit in a lot of crazy awesome Predator versus Alienness. I liked Prometheus. It's true. Didn't like Alien Covenant. Only because to me it felt like Ridley Scott just tried to shove a Blade Runner movie that he wasn't allowed to make into an Alien movie. What is this machine? Is he more human than us? Did he evolve? Don't care. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to complain about Alien Covenant. Editor's note. I even put my hat back on, so consistency. Also, this shirt is a silent protest. Is it silent if you say it? There's one thing at the end of this movie that's very confusing. I don't want to spoil anything, but it does tie into the original as well as Prometheus and a little bit into Covenant. It was just very confusing. I'm not entirely sure what it was trying to say. It was kind of cool. Not bad. I still enjoyed it. But as soon as it happened, I had like massive questions, which, if we move into that in maybe a sequel, trilogy, whatever, could be very cool. But coming out of the theater, I was talking with my buddy. I'm like, is that this? Do you think it was this? And he's kind of going, I'm not really sure. Like, there was a tail. I'm like, I don't know. Just wanted to get that in there. But, now it's here. You're right. I should snack. It's the best. Alien Romulus. As a film, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. As a horror film, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. I think this is a really fun movie. Some solid practical, not a whole lot of violence, which I was a little bummed with. Maybe I just wanted to see aliens throwing body parts around. Maybe in the sequel. Great time. Saw it with some friends. Had a blast. 7 out of, okay, you know what? I can't even say it when I'm looking at this is the greatest popcorn roll of all time. I can't even, 7 out of 10 for the movie, sure. 10 out of 10 for limited edition popcorn roll. It's right in here. Just open that up. I mean, the only problem is I just like gave me this handle and I thought I'd be able to have like a little mouth move. Like, probably asking too much, but still really cool. Okay, I've been out of the movies a lot this summer, and that gets me pumped up. It must mean that there's a lot of killer movies that have come out this summer. So I'm having a blast. A couple more reviews coming up, both for physical media and for in theaters. So look forward to that. And if you don't want to miss it, you know what you do. Like, ding, let's go. I've been trying to work on adding something instead of let's go. I kind of want to go like, let's get it. LGI. Let's get it. I'm not saying let's go. It's like jump the shark, but it's kind of done, right? Let's get it. Okay, I'm just putting that out there. See you next time.